Good morning. It's day 97. I'm back at Kingsman Notch. I stayed last night with my uncle and drove his truck out here this morning. So about 20 minutes later than I would have hoped for. I was hoping to get out by 7:30, but about 20 minutes later. Also took a longer in the parking lot to do all the fee stuff and whatnot and get ready. But yeah, so we are back in New Hampshire, back in the White Mountains, and we're starting at Kingsman Notch and heading northbound to just past I-93, the Flume Gorge Visitor Center parking lot, where we will see if this is the intersection, if it's a little bit further. Get off, and then that'll complete this section of trail. And then I'll drive back tonight, have another day off tomorrow, and then drive back up to Monson, Maine the following day. And after that, we start the 100-mile wilderness. And I'll have now been connected all the footsteps from Shenandoah up to the 100-mile wilderness. So anyway, it's a relatively nice day today so far. Partly cloudy and dry, so that's good, and hopefully we get some good views out of Kingsman. And supposed to get up into the low 80s, probably low 70s up top. There's a little bit of a breeze. Hopefully it continues up top. Anyway, that's it for today, and I will catch you later. So, like about 45 minutes in so far. I just hit my 1,200 mile mark, but still a little bit wet here. I mean, the sun's out, there's a little bit of a breeze, so it will be drying. I was hoping that it would have been dry already, but it's not the case. So some of the rocks and roots are still a little bit slippery, but at least I know it's not actively raining and the sun is out, and the humidity is somewhat low, so it'll be getting better. Definitely didn't want to, do all the slick rocks and the Kingsmans that were wet, but just slows you down. Just have to be careful. So anyway, it's a beautiful day so far. Not too hot. It's really nice, and we'll just keep on trucking and then pick you up when we get something nice to look at. And for those that were wondering about the logistics of the day, I parked my uncle's truck at the start of the day at the Kingsman Notch trailhead, and I'll go to Flume Gorge Visitor Center parking lot, where I have a shuttle arranged. It'll drive me back to the starting point to pick up the truck. So that's how I'm managing that. So fortunately, was able to find a shuttle without too much trouble to get me back here. So anyway, that's how we're gonna handle getting the car, or getting back to the car at the end of the day, and hopefully not too late at the end of the day. So anyway, I have a little bit of an up, so a little slick. So put the phone away, and we'll catch you later. So I'm up the top of Mount Wolf, which is a couple miles before the Kingsman climb, and I believe that's Franconia Ridge that we did a couple weeks ago up there, and Mount Garfield will be the other one. I'm sure you can see the fire tower thing. Anyway, seems like a good place to stop for a snack, and hopefully get a glimpse of Mount Washington when we get up to the Kingsmans, but this is the only view we have from here today. It's all overgrown otherwise. So when they're talking about mud, this is the kind of thing they're talking about. Just almost bottomless. There's actually a board on the other side, so I picked the wrong way. I'll go back around and try to stay a little bit dry. But apparently, from what I hear, so we use that board, there was ankle deep water flowing down parts of this trail. So not dry yet, clearly, and very boggy mud right now. So we're gonna avoid that. Don't need to be knee deep up into shoe sucking off mud. Now we get to walk past Eliza Brook. There's a bunch of little cascades and waterfalls, but nice. Listening to Babbling Brook as we go. Stream or trail, or perhaps it's both today. Just a little bit more to go. Probably less than half a mile and a couple hundred feet of climbing to get up to the ridge, and can't really see through the trees.
Yeah, I heard that, huh?
Like even in Maine, it's been dry.
Yeah. We get some rain here this week, though. I mean, last couple of days here.
Right.
It's nice, so. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yep. Another one of the Cascades. I somehow suspect you didn't have mud like this when you did it. Got a nice view. Not quite at the top. So there's Franconia Ridge.
Yeah, so that's tomorrow.
Yep. And down a little further, and there's a whole nother lake out there, and there's the mountain, the ski resort on the other side, and Franconia Ridge. So coming down from North Kinsman, you have a lot of ledge. It's still wet. I was hoping by now it would be dry. Still water all over the trail. My socks at least are only damp. They've dried out from all the mud crossings earlier today, but it is what it is. Still been a great day, and I'm batting 1,000 for the views. Great views again today. Well, this one's flowing, but well, tannic. The other one wasn't bad. I guess the rain does help. So the Lonesome Lake hut is multiple buildings. There's a upper bunkhouse, the dining area, a lower bunkhouse, and bathrooms.
In this room.
And here's Lonesome Lake itself. There's not apparently the lake we saw, or maybe it's the far lake. Again, trail or brook, or both. This one's got some flow to it. Got some big rocks to cross, but pretty big jump, so hopefully we don't end up down there. But we'll see. Hopefully we'll make it. That's the big step. Well, I made it across dry, but I also switched the paths I took. It's another one we got to get across. But hopefully this one's not too bad. I see some dry paths across. So I'm crossing under I-93, and shortly after I come out from I-93, we'll get the Flume Gorge bikeway path, the paved path that we took up a couple weeks ago to get here for the start of the climb up to Mount Liberty and Frankona Ridge. So it was day 78. And we hopped across this footbridge and started the climb up to Mount Liberty. But today, I'm done. Heading to the Flume Visitor Center in a pickup and heading back to the truck.